This is how the color kit's going to come to you. You'll have a pair of gloves, 4 clips, a brand new tint brush, 2 containers. One will have color and one's going to have peroxide. And then you'll have written instructions as well as the video to follow. Make sure you supply your own bowl. It should be glass. Those are just easier because they're a little bit heavier. Also have Vaseline available to put on your hair. What you're going to do is you're going to take your own bowl from your kitchen, put it down here with a towel to make sure that everything's covered. You've got Vaseline and all of the products that I gave you. So first thing you're going to do is make sections. Start at the recession line on this side, the recession line on this side. Kind of think of what your hair looks like when I put it in foil. That's the same pattern. Top of the head, highest point. This is going to be one section. And you're going to flip it off. The second section is going to run down, cover the crown area. That's your second section. Clip it off. And then the sides, which is, I don't have to be super exact, but basically it's from right behind the ear to the front. Same on that side, right behind the ear, up to the top. Now those of you with long hair, take this, pull it back into a ponytail or a braid. That always works really well. So what you're going to do is you are going to take Vaseline, a small amount, go right around the hairline. Don't get it on your hair if you can help it. It's not the end of the world. If you do, go all the way around. You can hit back here if you want. If color still stains, just take a washcloth, wipe your face off. It's not that big of a deal. It'll come off. Okay, so what we're going to do is, there's nothing in here right now, but this would be full of color. You would open this up. You would take your brush, scoop all of your color into your bowl. Then you would take your peroxide, which looks like water. You would open it up, pour it into your bowl. Everything's pre-measured, so every ounce of color and peroxide needs to be emptied into the bowl. You're going to mix with a flat brush, around and around and around. If while you're mixing with the brush it takes a long time, you can take a wire whisk and go around and around. It'll basically mix it up a little bit faster. So if you find that's more effective, go ahead. If not, use the flat brush. Get it well mixed. Then you're going to come over to here. You're going to put on your gloves that I gave you. You're going to come over to the mirror. Grab some color. Do your hairline first. You don't want it too thin. So make sure that you've got a fair amount on there, but don't worry so much about getting it thick. Also too, what you want to do at this point is really think about doing the most important areas first. So the most important area is the hairline. Then you're going to do your sides, both sides. Get that out of the way. You're going to get in there, do a side, come over here, do a side. Then when you take this down, you'll basically be going from whatever side is your part. So if you part your hair on the right side, start on the right side. Take a thin section going back, pull it down. Oh God, you see all my nice grays? So as I'm pulling this, I'm pushing up on it. That way, if I went this way, the hair would get very messy. So go up, then take your next section back to your section that you haven't done yet. Try to make it as clean as you can, but don't worry so much. I mean, honestly, it doesn't matter. You just want to get it on there. You don't want to take too much time. So once you get it all on, so you're going to do that. Oh my God, I do need to do my roots. You're going to go like this, get it all on. So let's just pretend this whole thing's done, right? You've gone through the whole section. Every section got done. I would suggest doing the entire top section first. Oh, actually, Beth, do your sides first because you're so gray over there. So Beth, do your sides first. Everyone else do the top first, back to the crown. Once it's all in, what I would suggest is just taking your hands with your fingertips and just massage the color around like this. When you do it this way, what's going to happen is any areas you might have missed, you're going to get because you're putting your fingers in and mushing the color around. Then at the very end, what I would do, because a lot of the most stubborn hair with the grays you're going to find is in the front. If you have a little bit left over, make sure you do. Come back in there and just gently tap it with color, almost so that it's kind of extra thick in the front. Now what you're gonna do is set your timer for 45 minutes. Don't worry about going over. You could go all day, it doesn't matter. The product will basically stop working. So make sure that you set for 45 minutes. When you wash your hair, if you have highlights, which this video is for highlighted people, you're gonna wanna make sure that you use cool water, do it as fast as you can. Get the rinse in the sink. And then once you get most of it out, and again, don't have to worry about being perfect, then you wanna get a quick suds in there. Cool water will keep it from being absorbed by the highlighted pieces. Good luck. Text me if you need anything. Thank you.